tried to kill him what we follow. This light is full of I've tried to kill him what we follow. This light is full of journey through my thoughts. Spider force. I've tried to kill him all before. This spider force.
Oh, wel, juffrouwtje. Hoeveel denk je dat we aan het rijden waren?
147.
Hey, correct! U wint een weekendje Ardennen voor 2 personen. Oda.
Ja!
Feeling lucky? Speel op napoleongames.be. Bij Napoleon Games speelt u verantwoord.
Evening, folks. Welcome to Twisted late Saturday night. Or was it late Saturday Twisted night? Oh well, no matter. Welcome to the channel, everyone. We're going to play some Terraria tonight. No, I'm not gonna talk Belgish. How do you pronounce that even? Been a while since I streamed some games on Twitch. Still looking into many of the right. Matty telling me the mic can go up a bit. Okay. Just want to check, is the music volume not too loud compared to my voice? Or are you not hearing the music? Just want to make sure. So okay, give me 1 minute to check the mic thing. Right. Welcome again, everyone. Hoping the sound issues have been cleared out some more. I did a stream on Terraria a couple of months ago. That was just the start of the game, so early game, start a new character, build a house to survive the first night. Today I want to stream a bit more mid-game character. I started a new game a couple of days ago and it's going quite fine. Yesterday I also played for the very first time multiplayer Terraria together with Viking. But today it's gonna be just a single player experience. I found out yesterday that multiplayer is quite a bit harder than I anticipated. But let's first have a look at how the game works again. So you choose a character. I will choose the Jester, which is my newly started character this week. And we have a new world, and as you can see, it is in expert mode. Now that's a new thing. Last time I streamed there was no such thing as expert mode. So expert worlds are quite a bit more difficult than the normal Terraria worlds. Let's load up the world, shall we? And here we are. Welcome to my house. As you can see, I'm doing some constructions at the moment, so there's a few gaps in my house. Let's just look at my character for starters. And as you can see at the top right here, well, probably obscured by the face rig. Let me just correct that. Right, better. So in the top right corner, people, you can see my life and mana. Now the life at the moment is 300. New characters start with 100. And you can find life crystals, mostly underground, increasing your life with 20 points each, up to a maximum of 400. So I'm at 300, I've been doing pretty well here. So I'm a lot more resilient to damage now. Furthermore, we have the equipment slots. And here you can see that I have some armor equipped. I have a copper helmet, silver chainmail, copper greaves. So still very poor man's armor. And some really nice equipment. Equipment gives you some bonuses and special abilities, such as this cloud in a bottle gives you the possibility to double jump, Hermes boots to run faster, and one of my favorites, the lucky horseshoe, which negates all fall damage. Well, since fall damage is my most common cause of death, having such a lucky horseshoe for me is a big game changer. And then here we have all our inventory, with the top bar being the quick access. So we have a great weapon that we found, the Star Fury. We have a platinum bow, silver pickaxe, etc. And some common equipment like torches, healing potions, recall potions. I also have one of my favorites here that I like to craft, was Danger Sense potions, which actually help you to discover traps and other dangerous areas underground, and can really save your life. I have a lot of furniture in my hand because I was actually redecorating here, and I might as well just go ahead and make another room for the non-player characters. Let's see. So these NPCs that you see walking around here, they actually they show up automatically as soon as you meet certain criteria. And this guy falls down. But if you want them to show up, you need to have a house for them. So that's what we're gonna do. We build some more houses around here to have our NPCs. Well, wood shall suffice for now. Platforms is something that I really like to use. Platforms are, you can walk over a platform, but you can also jump down from them, unlike normal floors where you can't go through. Where you have wood walls, that's what we need. Walls are important because they prevent monsters from spawning inside. So if you have background walls inside, you are certain no monsters will accidentally spawn in the middle of your house. I think I'm gonna redo this. Right, what else do we need? Some lights. Well, we can do with torches for the moment. And to qualify as a suitable housing for NPCs, we're going to put down a table and some chairs. Right, just checking up on the chat for a moment. Gary's saying can't remember what I look like. I look like this, mate. Okay, so now we have a suitable house. We can also query the housing here and see where all the NPCs are located. So here we have Hiram the Dye Trader, Gimli the Demolitionist, Joseph the Merchant, Brian the Guide, who you have from the start, and at the right here we also have Kayla the Nurse, who is actually in the middle of my own house there. Right, I'm gonna need some more light over here. This is a campfire. Campfire increase your healing. Your character heals over time automatically, and when standing near this, the healing rate is increased. You can see that here there's a cozy fire, life regen slightly increased. We also have a few of these banners hanging around here at the left, and these will give me some increased damage and defense against specific enemy types. And finally we have a peace candle. Where did I put it exactly? Oh yeah, below here on the blue table we have a peace candle. And peace candles decrease monster spawn rates in the surrounding area. So that's good to have less enemies spawning at the place where we want to be safe, really. That's our own base. I'm gonna remove this and put some platforms. There we go. Right. About time we venture off and actually go around and look what this world has to offer. Let's put all the furniture here in one of the chests. There we go. Right. Now, before we head off, maybe one remark here is this thing here is a piggy bank. Piggy banks can store items, and the good thing is that several piggy banks can access the same inventory, even if they are at opposite sides in the world. So what I like to do is always carry a table and a piggy bank with me. So when I'm far off from my base, I can access the items stored here. So for instance, to get some extra torches or healing potions. But it works in both ways. If I'm venturing out and my inventory is almost full, then I can always open the piggy bank, drop some stuff inside and continue my adventure. So this helps to having to come back less to my own base. Okay, let's see what this world has to offer. So you can see we have my house here. I've built my house right under a living tree. I haven't seen it live very much, but it's what they're called, living wood. And I'm gonna start going up, because as you can see, I've built kind of a tower here. And the reason why I did this is that in Terraria you can often have these floating islands, as they're called. So there's actually masses of land floating in the sky. And these are pretty great sometimes in terms of loot that you can find. But it can be difficult finding them. Already built some railroad here to move a bit quicker. And I'm actually running on top of the zombies here. Oh. I just realized I already passed one.
If I had not mastered it by now, I'd regard myself as an idiot.
Yeah, so here we see one of these floating islands that I discovered. There was a house here, but I removed all the bricks and tables and chests. That was a fallen star. Why zombie? So yeah, these floating islands, they appear around a certain area in the game at a certain height. And I really like them because they drop some really valuable equipment. And if you look at the sword that I'm currently using, the Star Fury, it's actually an item that you find in floating islands. So I found it on this exact island. Another item that I found here was the Lucky Horseshoe, which I already mentioned, a very cool item. And we just found ourselves a large zombie arm. no, this is not the game theme music. This is just a playlist with some royalty-free music for Twitch. It's a drum and bass playlist. There are several. If you look online for Twitch music library, you can find several playlists that are approved by Twitch. Because if you stream anything else from Spotify or iTunes, then the whole stream can be muted afterwards. Not the live stream, but the replay. And yeah, you don't want that to happen. So that's why I took a playlist with royalty-free music. I think it all sounds the same, Gary. But I thought it was better than not to have any music at all. The in-game music is okay, but it's pretty repetitive. Yeah. And as you see, what I built here is what we call a star bridge. And star bridges are also good to catch floating stars, because they fall from the sky. If you have a whole bridge up in the sky, then they all land on Earth. And since they're totally horizontal, you can run over them very quickly. Alright. I'm gonna do something crazy. When we get to the end of our star bridge, I'm going to jump down. Since we have a lucky horseshoe, we should survive that. What's this? A strange plant. Ah, that's good. We can trade this for some valuable dice. Hiram, the die trader, really likes them. So here we are at the end of our sky bridge, as you can see on the mini-map top right. Gonna turn down the music volume a little. Okay, let me just kill these zombies first. And as you can see with the Star Fury, it's not just a melee weapon, it also drops stars from the sky. It's not that easy to aim, but they do serious amounts of damage. There we go. So the Star Fury is actually a combination of a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. Right, now I'm going to jump down and into the darkness. I'm pretty safe with my lucky horseshoe from landing. I'm not gonna fall to death, but I am gonna fall down into an unknown area. I might be in the middle of some enemies, a very dangerous biome, who knows. Let's see. Okay, we're in the forest. A warding shackle. Let me just... oh no, I don't have any campfires with me. Cool thing about the Star Fury, these stars also generate some light. If I would have done something crazy like this at the start of the game, then I would have been dead by now. Oh, there's bats here. Is this jungle? I think I'm in the jungle. Wow, just found the jungle, people. Now I do have to be careful here, for the simple reason that... oh, wait a minute. This is Dr. Bones. We just found ourselves a very special character, people, Dr. Bones. It's like the zombie version of Indiana Jones. And yes, we got an archaeologist hat. And an achievement, archaeologist. Let's put a torch here. Should have done that straight away. Oh. And I recalled out of there. That was a recall potion. As you see, my health went down to 75 out of 300, so it was getting a bit too dangerous out there. So instead of just waiting till I die, I teleported back to my base. Let's check up on the chat. So Matty asking what's throwing the pink. That was the Star Fury. Mix is better. Great. Talking about the stream here. Right. So this is a multiplayer game as well. You can play it with several people. I already found online some people playing Capture the Gem. And if you play multiplayer, you can actually assign yourself to a certain team. For instance, blue versus red. And then, yeah, one of each team can hide their gem somewhere, and the other team has to capture it. You can dig a tunnel and bury it somewhere deep underground, put some traps around it, but also that would be more obvious, so the enemy may fight you on the ground, or they may dig around it and come underground where you don't expect them. It's actually pretty cool. Hey, butterflies, fireflies. Wait a minute, I do have a bug net. Yep. Catching fireflies, people. Any others? Come to daddy. Where are they? Oh well. So let's get back to base and check our loot first, because I haven't really checked all that. Zombie banner, warding shackle, +4 defense. Now this is important, because it actually means something pretty game-changing here. I'll come back to that at a moment. And as you can see, we have an archaeologist hat, which is just a vanity item. And I will equip it. There we are, Indiana Twister. Woo. Then, yeah. Fireflies. Not sure what I can do with those. But let's visit Hiram first with our strange plant. Hi Hiram. Yeah, I got some strange plants for you. Brilliant, my dear. You've brought me an exquisite sample of the world's beautiful colors and aroma. In exchange, you make this special bottle of dye. Cool. Thanks, mate. Mirage dye. Right. Seems like people are fighting with Nightbot here. What's this doing? Is a bot causing trouble, guys? Bye, Nightbot. I think the bot should leave now. Let me know if it doesn't. No, what I was trying to say here is the warning shackle is an item dropped by... a shackle is an item dropped by the zombies, but yeah, every item dropped can have special characteristics, and this one is in a different color because it has some extra modifiers. And it actually has a +4 defense modifier, which is quite significant. This is the highest modifier that you can have. But it already has a 1 defense on its own, so that's 5 extra defense. Now if we go back to my equipment loadout here, you can see here that I currently have 8 defense. So 8 defense. And I have 1 item giving me 5 defense. So that's very significant. But it's more than that, because the first real big boss in this game is called the Eye of Cthulhu. The Eye of Cthulhu there will spawn after a few conditions are met. And I actually met all of them except 1. And that is you need to have 10 defense. So when I will equip this shackle, the Eye of Cthulhu has a chance of spawning every night. So it is a risk, but on the other hand, the Eye of Cthulhu will open up a whole new series of equipment and armors that will help me progress further into the game. So I have to do this either way. The question is only, am I prepared yet to fight the Eye of Cthulhu? And quite frankly, I think I am. But I will have to remove one of my other items. And the Blizzard in a Bottle is already overlapping with Cloud in a Bottle. They both give me double jump. That gives me triple jump, which is quite nice. Yeah, the Hermes boots make me run faster. +3 melee speed. That's quite good, really. Well, this thing only gives me a triple jump and 2 defense. Okay, we're gonna remove the Blizzard in a Bottle, and we now have, need to close and reopen, 11 defense. Okay, one thing I'm gonna do straight away is ensure I have enough arrows, because the Eye of Cthulhu is really something I want to battle with ranged weapons. The only ranged weapon I have currently is this platinum bow. But it also means I need to have plenty of arrows. I'm using flaming arrows at the moment, so I'm gonna check up on my arrows and make sure I have enough flaming arrows.
Dus klik op de banner voor een goed begin van het jaar met Premium. 3 maanden genieten voor maar 99 cent.
Really need to dump some of this stuff in a chest. I will go around later to really put this stuff into the right place. Grasshopper. Right. Yeah, sorry guys. But the thing is, I'm actually on a dual monitor setup, and the thing is that with FaceRig, when I look at one screen, you see the left of my face, and when I look at the other, you see the right of my face. So it's not totally optimized for my double screen setup. And yeah, I'm not exactly working a desk monitor. No, I'm playing on a desktop with two different monitors. One with the game and one with the stream and everything else. Lizard in a bottle. Right. So, flaming arrows. Just to make sure we're safe when the Eye of Cthulhu shows up. This is the crafting menu. Right, I need some more regular arrows first. What do I need? Wood probably. Bricks. I think wood and... no, stone. Wood and stone. Stone. Do I actually have enough wood left? I may have to go down and chop down some trees first. Whoa, one wood. That's awesome. Oh, I have boreal wood here in my inventory. Let's check. Arrows. Wood and stone. Exactly. Oh, so cheap. One wood and one stone to make 25 arrows. That's amazing. Right. And then we'll turn them into flaming arrows. Takes up torches, but we have plenty of torches. Well, we had. Yeah. Might as well put some extra torches in our piggy bank here.
The only thing to fear on those enchanted summer nights is that the magic would end and real life would come crashing in.
Okay, so do some adventuring. So we already went up and showed you the floating islands. This time we're going to head down underground. Make sure I'm well equipped. Okay. Oh yeah, one thing I shouldn't forget is to drop my money into the chest. At least the most valuable stuff. There we go. I'm playing a medium core character. Medium core means that if you die, you drop all your equipment. And the money that you carry. So if you have money stuffed in chests, it's completely safe. So that's why it's important to regularly drop the loot that you have into your chest in your house. There's also softcore. Softcore means you just lose a bit of your money, but you keep your items when you die. And there's also hardcore. hardcore character is actually dead when you permadeath. So if you die with a hardcore character, it's gone forever. Doesn't mean the world is gone. You can still play in the same world with a new character, but then you lose all the stuff, the best equipment that you're already carrying. You will go back to a character with 100 health, so it's quite a setback. I don't really like hardcore because you can spend so much time with building your character and your house and everything. It's too much to lose. The peeps in my house are the non-player characters. They show up. Mercer, the traveling merchant. Okay, I'm gonna head back to base because we have a visitor. This is Mercer, the traveling merchant. Sake, consumable. I don't know if it makes you drunk. Paint sprayer. 10 gold is quite a lot. Nah, I don't need a paint sprayer. A pressurator automatically places actuators on placed objects. Well, I'm not going electronics just yet. Yeah, this game does have some wiring and logic setups. Pad Thai, minor improvements to all stats. That sounds good. Okay, need to fetch some money first. Dynasty wood, red dynasty shingles and blue dynasty shingles. So that's all decoration, it seems. But I do want some of those pad thai, sir. Let me fetch some money. Come on in. Thank you. Bring back my gold coins. Right. Converting 100 silver to 1 gold. Yeah, we don't mind the copper. So, we've been delayed a bit. What I was saying, Vlodka, is that these NPCs show up after certain requirements are met, and if there is a suitable house available. I can actually do a housing query, like this, and it will say me that the housing is suitable. I can do it here, and here it will say that the house is missing a table and a chair. I'm sorry. So I already have a few of these NPCs here. The next one I could get is the Dryad. The Dryad shows up when you defeat the Eye of Cthulhu. Eye of Cthulhu, as I mentioned, is usually the first boss that you encounter. Now, one thing I do want to mention that Terraria is completely or almost completely open world. So basically a new character you can just dig down, straight down to hell, which is not a good idea, but you can do it straight from the start. So all the areas, mostly all the areas are accessible from the beginning, but yeah, some areas are more dangerous than others, and with some experience you know where you can go and can't go. And as you progress through the different armor tiers, you can take on different areas. So my armor at the moment is still very, very bad. It's really the lowest possible armor almost, except wood. but my weapon and equipment is already getting up to par. Yeah, this is a first part of what we call a elevator, which is an elevator straight down to hell. We haven't gone that deep yet, but the idea is that you just drop down to have the fastest travel possible, and then when you have done your adventure you just teleport back to base. One thing I do have to be considerate of is that I'm running out of recall potions. So I'm currently using recall potions to teleport back to base, but I only have 6 left. So I will need to find a way to either craft them, or hopefully by that time I have found a magic mirror, which is an item that gives the same functionality, limitless. So then you don't have to craft the potions anymore, which is a good thing, of course. And I don't know, I have a feeling that there's something not completely right with my face rig setup. But yeah, quite frankly, I'm not going to spend my time to fix that right now. I think the focus is on the game in the first place. But I'll be looking into improving the face rig part. I don't want to have these technical stuff holding me back streaming games, because that's what I did for a while, looking into technical stuff and delaying the streams. And so how are people doing in the chat? Some of you might wonder why I decided to stream Terraria and not something like Town of Salem or some of the other games I've been playing quite a lot. And the reason is that Terraria is one of my favorite games, a very relaxing game, and I can easily talk and stream and do other stuff while I play it. And that's a big difference with some other games. For example, Atlas Reactor was one of the games I was considering streaming, like OB. But the issue I had with that is that it's very fast-paced, you have to concentrate. Same with Town of Salem, you really have to think very well about what's going on, and it's really hard to combine with streaming. And that's the big advantage of Terraria. It's a popular game, it's not expensive, it's getting updated on a regular basis. It appeals to a lot of different types of players, and I find it quite relaxing to play even when I stream at the same time. So that's my motivation to go with Terraria for the moment for the stream. One thing I have to consider also is that I haven't played this game for quite a while, and it's being updated on a regular basis. The developer is still adding new creatures, new biomes. So I am still up to surprises. If I'm going to venture into areas where I haven't been since the last updates, I may have some enemies that I haven't seen before. So I'm always in for a surprise. Let's make a shortcut here. Right. And what you can see here is that when I go up, the water is blue, and when I go down, the water turns orange. And the reason is that I'm actually in a different biome now. And you can also see it from the blocks here. This is not dirt, this is sand. And this indicates that we are now in the underground jungle. What am I saying? The underground desert. And in the underground desert we will have different creature spawns than the underground forest. There are different layers if you dig down. I believe the first layer is called the underground, then you have the cavern layer, and ultimately you can end up in hell, the underworld, which is a very dangerous place to venture, well, at least at this point in time. As you can also see, sand blocks, they act differently. If you remove a block below a sand block, like here, I mine the stone block, and the sand block on top will fall down, which can even be dangerous. If you have a whole pile of sand blocks and you remove the block below, you can actually have a whole pile of sand dropping on top of you. It's a technique that is even used in traps. One thing I did notice, one of the most important things to look for when you go underground is the different ores that are useful to craft stuff. And they come in different tiers. So this is lead, it's not the most valuable, it's pretty common. What I'm looking for at the moment is silver and gold. Although this world doesn't have gold but platinum, so there's always two possibilities. Two alternatives for each ore type. This world has copper, lead, silver and platinum. Okay, let's dig a bit further into this desert area. Oh, this is good. We have some pots around here. So as you dig underground, you can discover some of these natural caves. And one thing I didn't do, and perhaps I should, is to... oh no, right, heading back to base. As you can see below here, there is a message informing me that a blood moon is arriving. And now we will get a lot more enemies at night, more dangerous enemies, and what is also important, during a blood moon, zombies can actually open doors. So even my base is not safe anymore. The enemies can just open the door and walk inside. A lot more enemies will spawn during a blood moon. There are some plants that only grow during a blood moon. So now I have to concentrate a bit and make sure that I survive this thing. I believe I already had like 2 blood moons in this game. So as you can see, we have enemies in our base already. There's a lot more monsters. And as you can see, the NPCs, they also fight. In the beginning of the game, they're even stronger than you. I was playing a game together with Viking yesterday, and I had these flying fish causing me all kinds of trouble. And I moved back to base, and there was the merchant standing there, and he just one-shot one of these fish with his gun, while I was running away from it and fighting it for a whole time already. At this point, I shouldn't get into trouble from this blood moon, because I'm well equipped already. But if you have a blood moon at the very start of the game, that can be quite a dangerous thing. Now, yeah. One thing to note, of course, is that while zombies can open doors during a blood moon, one trick that you can do is actually wall yourself in. Just build a wall in front of the door, and they can still they still won't be able to come inside. So there are some tricks to stay safe. But why should I? It's the ideal moment to fight some enemies and farm them for gold. And I see some messages in the chat there. People leaving. Have a nice evening, guys. Matti. Just pause the game for a moment to see the comments here. Ah yeah, Matty going to play some Rocket League. Go ahead, man, and enjoy if you haven't left yet. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing Terraria on a regular basis. I'm not sure, I haven't determined the broadcast schedule yet. But Saturday evening sounds like a good plan. Yeah, as you can see, there are plenty of monsters here underground, so that decreases the spawns higher up. Let's just get them out of the way. Oh my god! Gimli the Demolitionist is actually throwing with explosives. He's throwing grenades. It's really wonderful to see all the updates to the game and how the things have already changed. I played this game quite a lot in 2014, if I recall correctly. So yeah, that's almost 3 years ago. And since then there has been quite a few updates. If I'm not mistaken, this is one guy who made this game. And he did a great job. There's been a lot of Terraria clones in the last few years, and quite frankly I haven't seen any of them who comes even close to the original. What do you mean, Maisie? Why looking different? You mean the face wrist thing? Because there's different avatars that you can use. Last time I had like this underworld monster type thing with Diablo looking. Ryan was slain. One of the NPCs just died. He'll be back. He's just gonna respawn for sure. Or at least I hope. Who's Brian anyway? Oh, the guide, yeah. Most useless NPC ever. Just gives you some basic tips. Ah, you meant Terraria? Yeah, absolutely. Well, quite frankly, I've never even finished the game. There's this thing called hard mode, where you defeat the last boss, the wall of flesh in the underworld. The game moves into hard mode, and which all the ores are that you haven't mined yet, they change to a hard mode version, which is a higher tier, and there are a lot of new enemies showing up. So I've been into hard mode, but I've never finished it and defeated all the bosses. developer has added new biomes, new enemies, so there's quite a big amount of items that you can find, craft, enemy types, different biomes, differing from one game to another as well. This game, I've already found out, has corruption. In some other worlds you will not have corruption, but you will have, I can't remember the name exactly, there's something else instead. The Crimson, that's what Crimson instead of corruption. Am I using a wider camera zoom? I don't think so. The difference is that last time I played, I was playing full screen, and now I'm playing windowed with a dual monitor setup. So that may have changed things. Maybe I've changed my resolution, I can't remember. Actually thinking about it, it's quite possible in 2014. No, I streamed this game half a year ago, so I already had this my first monitor. So I don't think the resolution has changed. But are you sure you remember all of that, Maisie? It's been half a year ago. As you can see, we're 4 AM, so the blood moon is almost over. What's this thing? The bride! Oh my god! What's this? Did I fight her? Yeah, I do. Okay, I've never met the bride before. Wedding dress! A wedding dress and a wedding veil. A shark tooth necklace. Yeah, the stuff that I've never seen before. I think I already saw a character called the groom before, but never the bride. Okay, the blood moon is over finally. And we've actually farmed almost 4 gold. So yeah, that was good. The equipment we got was not very useful. A few banners. Oh, a banner against dribblers. I'm gonna put that in our base straight away. My fireplace. I still need to do some redecorating, but I'll do that some other time because I don't think it's that much fun to watch actually. Oh man, what's going on with this face thing? I'm actually sitting straight in front of my monitor and it's still showing up as if I'm kneeled down. Yeah, let me show you the corruption, guys. This is the winter world. Which I've been farming already. Relatively safe place, like the forest. Only thing you have to watch out for underground is these ice blocks, because yeah, as you can see, you just slide over them, you can't stop. So if you land on some ice underground, you can actually slide off an edge and fall down to your death. And this, people, is the corruption. Relatively dangerous area at the moment. And one thing to note here is that I cannot mine these blocks. Corruption. Scott the guide has arrived. Oh, it's a different one. It's not... It was Brian before, was it? So we have a new guide, and he's called Scott. So this is corruption. We cannot mine corruption. And one thing is that the corruption is something that spreads. So if you're not careful, I'm not sure if it spreads at the start of the game, but once you reach hard mode, the corruption will actually increase in size and start spreading. And if you don't pay attention, then the whole world can actually become corrupted. So there are some things to do about it. Just to isolate it, put some empty space around them to seal off the construction, the corruption. And the Dryad, she also sells some powder that you can use to convert corrupted terrain back to normal. And the Dryad will spawn when you defeat the Eye of Cthulhu. So this is mostly the thing I need to progress now, and that is to have the Eye of Cthulhu spawn, which can happen now every night. I'm not sure the chances, I think it's like a 20% chance that the Eye of Cthulhu will spawn. And when it does spawn and I defeat him, then the Dryad will show up. And when the Dryad shows up, I can actually mine through this stuff. And that will, together with the items from the Eye of Cthulhu, will give me access to higher levels, higher tiers of armor. Which eventually will make me ready to go to the underworld and actually farm hell. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Gonna head out a bit more west for a change. Because I don't remember, I haven't explored the entire world from east to west yet. And this is a large world. Oh, cacti. So this is a desert, but it's actually corrupted desert, because it's right next to the corruption. Oh wow. I'm a bit scared here, guys, because I've been here before because I put some torches. Right. Oh yeah, there's forest here. Forest, desert.
Geniet de komende 3 maanden van Premium voor 99 cent.
The biomes are a bit mixed around here.
Je kunt alles afspelen wat je maar wilt.
Can't I jump up?
Zelfs op je mobiel. En je kunt muziek downloaden en beluisteren.
Oh wait a second, there's wind.
Deze aanbieding is niet lang meer geldig. Dus tik op de banner voor.
Something I didn't really know is that these cacti, they are very useful early game because you can craft a cactus suit with them. And it's as powerful as a copper suit, but it's a lot easier to get hold of than copper. Oh, this is getting very windy here. Okay, we're back in the forest. While we're at it, let's just get hold of some more wood because we were getting relatively low on wood. So yeah, plenty of things to do in Terraria. You can make farms with the different seeds, plant trees, you can build bases, explore explore, of course, fight some bosses. There's really not a real goal. Thanks, Gary. Have a nice day or night. Glad you dropped by. I realize it's relatively late to stream a game, but yeah, it's weekend, so not sure I really need to do the effort to mine copper, because I already have plenty of it, but why not? A strange plant, I thought so. Iron the Dye Trader will be happy again. Okay. I was actually hoping to find something else a bit. One thing I haven't found yet was the jungle. Oh no, I found the jungle earlier. It was to the east. Oh, we found some more living wood. This is good. And some pots. Free cash. Actually hoping the Eye of Cthulhu would spawn tonight, but I think you get a warning message in advance. Something that you sense something mysterious in the air or something dangerous. Desert. Whoa! Yes! Look what we found! It's the dungeon! Okay, gonna put some lights around here. I definitely don't want to go in here, and to be precise, I can't. As you can see, this old man here, I'm going to avoid him. Right, so this is the old man, and if you talk to him at night, he will turn into a boss and you can fight him. And when you defeat him, that will open up the dungeon. If you enter the dungeon without defeating the guardian, then you will die. It's as simple as that. So I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think you have to come to him at night, fight him, the dungeon guardian, which is quite a difficult boss already, harder than the Eye of Cthulhu. And quite frankly, the dungeon is one of the most dangerous areas in the game, together with the underworld. I really don't want to venture inside the dungeon right now anyway. well, it was already hard in normal worlds, and I shouldn't be forgetting that I'm currently playing in expert mode, so it will be even harder. Oh wow, there's a lot of wind here. That's also something new. Last time I played there was no such thing as wind, and now there is. So I can't jump to the right. Yeah, I can hardly even walk to the right. So this wind thing, it seems quite dangerous if you have an enemy coming from the left. There's some new enemies in the desert. What's this thing? An angry tumbler. Right. Oh, the wind has changed, and now it's going in the opposite direction. Okay. I'm not sure I have encountered this yet. Angry tumbler. This is a umbrella slime. Only showing up when it rains. Right, well, my inventory is almost full, so I'm gonna be heading back to base. And I will have to put all this stuff in chests. So one of the things I'll have to do here is do some building, reorganizing all my stuff into chests. So not all things that are really great to watch on the stream, so I'm kind of holding off doing all the repetitive things that you sometimes have to do in this game and focusing on the adventuring mostly. But at one point I will have to do it. As you can see, my inventory is full. I'm running out of empty chests. Wait a second. Thought I had yeah, I have an empty chest around here. Let's just put one chest over here. Drop everything inside. And remove what we still need. There we go, that's a lot better. Ooh. Was I running around with all my money? No. Oh. I just doubled my my cash, guys. But I think at the dungeon when I found it there was quite a lot of cash dropping there. So I guess it's where I got most of it. So we now have 40 gold. That's pretty good. Let's just check if there's anything useful we can buy now that we have that much gold. Strange plants. Fantabulous, wonderful friend. With this delicate specimen, I may mix the most amazing dyes Terratopia has ever seen. You may take this one right away. Shadow dye. Oh yeah, that's right, I've made a chest here. So we have glowing mushroom dye, red acid dye, shadow dye. Oh, he's selling that too. 3 gold, almost 4 gold each. Brown dye, silver dye. So you see these are more rarer dyes that you get from the trading him the strange plants that you find. Where's the salesman? Did we lose him? Trade, nurse, merchant, guide. Oh wow. Seems the merchant is gone. Well, I hope he's gonna respawn at a given point. Not sure why he didn't. Maybe I have to carry some cash for a moment. Oh, that's not possible. Maybe he only comes back during the day. We'll need to check. Because normally the merchant is one of the first to show up as soon as you have acquired a certain amount of money. The requirement is relatively low. So yeah, you have the guide from the start of the game, and then the merchant is usually the second one to show up. But, oh well, not sure. He'll be back. It's funny that it's night and you don't even see a single zombie or anything outside. Right. One thing I'm gonna do is I need a chair. Oh, not a chair. I need something better than that. Let's see what we can make with our wood. Bar stool, a bar, okay, a bar and 3 stools, bench, can't. Would have been better if we could put them in front of the bar. Yeah, that's not so great. Unless, yeah, maybe what we can do. Let's build some more platforms here. Just trying some things out here. Oh, why is it not working? One more. Yeah, not exactly looking as I wanted. Oh well, we're gonna go this way then. Other way around. Wait, what's this thing doing here? Oh, the door was open. Of course. There we go. fireplace. And a bench. Anything else we can put there to make it a bit more cozy? Bookshelf.
Nog één cadeaubon en ik steek volgend jaar mijn haar aan als u door de schoorsteen komt. Geef mij een smartphone. Punt.
Bij Proximus vindt ieder zijn cadeau. Zoals een smartphone voor maar €9 bij Mobilus Plus Phone 20. Meer info op proximus.be. Proximus, altijd dichtbij.
Right, that's a bit more comfortable. And I think I'm gonna wrap up the streaming here, guys. Gonna do some reorganizing with my inventory, with my chests, finish my house, and then when I'll be back for the next stream, I'm hoping to do some more adventuring. We probably will go down a bit further into the cavern layer, where we will have more items. If we're lucky, the Eye of Cthulhu will spawn and will open up more possibilities, most notably the possibility to mine the corruption. So wrapping it up here, guys. Thank you all for joining. Hope you liked the stream and Terraria. I think it's a fun game to play, very relaxing. Hope you also enjoyed watching it. And I will be back sometime soon. As I said, I don't have a broadcast schedule in mind yet, but at least I will be streaming once or twice a week. So have a nice evening, guys. Don't think there was any messages for me at the moment in the chat. And if you have some suggestions about other games that would be cool to stream, just let me know. Open to pretty much anything, really. But there is the condition that the game should be relaxing enough, and yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to play and talk on the stream at the same time. What do you mean too small, Bobka? Too short? Or... The thing is that I didn't really prepare myself for in-game, prepare myself for streaming. So as you can see, my house is not quite finished here. There's the inventory. So I hope next time I will have sorted that out, so I'm ready to do more adventuring during a longer stream. And I think I don't really want to bother you guys watching myself organizing my chests and some of that repetitive, boring stuff. Right. Have a good evening, folks. Thanks for watching. Something with riddles. Bye, everyone.